As you've seen in the last 2 creativity sessions that I've shared with you, what's great about creative headlines is that there are so many paths you can take to arrive at a creative outcome in your writing. There's not just one worksheet to complete. There's not just, one path on one mountain to climb with one muse waiting at the top. So today, I'm going to walk you through an insanely short path to take to craft a headline your CMO will love. But this time, instead of chipping away at a worksheet, we're going to use a shortcut, just like the kind you can expect to find across the vast majority of the lessons inside Copy School, including the brand new Master of Headlines. Now let's tackle this headline writing job and do it fast, because the cold hard fact is this: you have zilcho time to write copy, regardless of how important you know it is to spend time on this stuff. I once had to write an entire 10-page website in a day. That might sound pretty intense, and it was, but it's actually not that uncommon. Most of us, most marketers, most copywriters, most freelance designers, most small business owners, most startup founders, we do not have the luxury of taking weeks to work through draft after draft of a single page. You've got to knock out copy for a landing page ASAP. And the second that's done, next, there's an email sequence to plan. Then you've got to write it while doing everything else too. I think about the marketing teams that sign up for Copy School. These are 10-person teams or 70-person teams from some of the fastest growing tech companies on the planet. And each and every person on that team has 3 or 4 copy jobs to deliver yesterday. They look at me in the Zoom room like, dear Lord, Joe, please save us. After all, just because you've got 10,000 things on your plate or 10,000 words to madly knock out this week, that doesn't mean you're cool with mediocrity. You want every single person who reads your copy to go wow, that was awesome. You wrote that? Only problem is you've got 5 spare minutes between meetings to tweak your copy so it dazzles your CMO. Can you even dazzle a CMO with 5 minutes of work? That sounds like a challenge. I see your 5-minute challenge and I raise you. I'm going to prove you can dazzle a CMO in less than 1 minute with my good friend, the following headline formula. But first, headline formulas do not get anywhere near the love they should get in the marketing world. I'm guessing that's because so many headline formulas are better for blog posts and clickbait than for a legit business's legit homepage. An old school special report headline formula just won't work on the homepage of teamwork.com or for Thinkific. But check out this formula. It just might change the way you think of headline formulas. I'll teach it to you, and you'll use it to write a fab new headline in less than 1 minute. Mike, please put 60 seconds on the clock. The formula goes like this. Like a blank, unlike any blank. Now, both blanks are filled with the same word, and the word is simply a word that expresses your product or feature. Like for an espresso, it might be like a cup of coffee, unlike any cup of coffee. And then you'd put a photo next to that headline with just the most beautiful glass mug full of freshly brewed espresso coffee. And check out this example. See how we can replace the crosshead for the camera feature, which is on the iPhone 13 product detail page, with a crosshead that uses this formula. Notice how the language piques your interest and makes a very common feature on a smartphone, the camera, sound a little bit cooler. Try it now for your own product, service, feature, or even brand. Like a blank, unlike any blank. Cool new headline done in less than a minute. Now, you can't use this one formula all the time, but you can totally use it in a crunch if you've got to nail a creative headline stat. It works almost universally. Like a cereal, unlike any cereal. Like a laptop, unlike any laptop. Like a diamond, unlike any diamond. Like a copywriting course, unlike any copywriting course. And then you spend the copy under that headline talking about how unique the thing is. This is the kind of clever, repeatable shortcut that makes copywriting feel easy. And it is a great example of what you'll find inside Copy School, which has an entire program called Master of Headlines in which you'll get to use all sorts of formulas like this one. If you haven't already, you should try writing a headline using this formula now. Just keep using whatever example you've been using throughout these creativity sessions. Identify the category for that thing or like the generic name for it, as in, what is your product? Is it project management software? Then pop that generic name into the blanks in the formula. Like project management software? Totally unlike any project management software. It takes longer to open a Google Doc and give it a title than it does to type out this formula, fill in the two blanks with the same word, and write that killer headline. And although all copy cannot be written this quickly, a lot of it actually can. You just have to eliminate the guesswork because it's the guessing that's slowing you down. And it's the guessing that's keeping you from seeing any of the results other people like me, talk about.